whether people conveniently or otherwise may not want to believe in climate change. It's real. It's obviously that it's real, and we better get on top of it, not just to try to reverse the impact of it, but obviously the issue of resiliency within cities is a massive issue, whether we are ready for it and planning for the impacts of climate change. In my state, of course, access to water and water, the drought is a massive issue. Climate change impacts water and water policy within my state. Cities are taking a leadership role on water beyond what we've ever done before. The city of Phoenix has a Colorado River Resiliency Fund paid for by the taxpayers of Phoenix, and we're doing things like forest restoration in northern Arizona. Hours away from Phoenix, we're helping to restore the forest because it helps with the quality of water and therefore the cost of water within the city of Phoenix. We are thinking about doing things like working with farmers in rural Arizona to help them with water efficiency, putting in infrastructure so they can have drip systems and things like that for more efficient operations of their farms. We have to deal with the reality of water shortages out west. Obviously, California is in a more drastic situation than in Arizona. Phoenix has done an outstanding job of water planning, and I wish the other states had done as good of a job as Phoenix in water planning, but that doesn't mean we're in any way immune from the challenges of the drought and declining water supply. So it's going to be incumbent upon us, number one, to do smarter water planning, more water conservation efforts in with the city and the state of Arizona, explore other alternative forms of bringing water to our community, including desalination as a long-term strategy, not a short-term strategy, but a long-term strategy, and make sure that we fight to protect our water rights. Because one thing we in Arizona can't allow to occur is a reopening of the compact on the Colorado River and let our friends in Southern California have access to water that is rightfully belongs to the people of the state of Arizona. There's an old saying in Arizona, whiskey is for drinking and water is for fighting. And we hope not to get to that point, but we better be ready if it does get to that point. I think the governor of California has done a great job in terms of making sure that he's put tough requirements on it. Now it's up to the people of California, but whether they've got the ability and willingness to make the changes, and don't look to Washington, D.C. to reopen that compact, that agreement with the states that share the Colorado River, including Nevada.
What would have to happen to reopen that compact? Would that have to be some kind of congressional action?
It absolutely would take a congressional action, and the Department of Interior would be actively involved in that. Obviously, that's something that we monitor very closely. I don't want to get too far afield because I think it's first and foremost incumbent upon California to solve their issues, and it's incumbent upon Arizona to prepare for that in an even stronger way.